Hello everyone, Ohayo gozaimasu. Welcome to Ohio Anime Irashaimase. My name is John, and this is an anime podcast, and I'm joined by Phil and Andrea. How's it going?
So good.
Excellent. Oh, wait a minute.
Oh,
I don't hear Andrea. It wouldn't be right if we could hear Andrea straight away.
That's true.
It wouldn't be right.
Weird.
So you guys are looking clearer today. It's like kind of... What's going on here? It's something...
New camera.
Phil is in HD.
Oh, wow.
He's all special.
Okay. Yep.
Look at his special little HD tag.
Oh, I see. Yeah, Phil, perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay. So Christmas gift there? Christmas gift, Phil?
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yep.
Okay. Very good.
Shout out to the gift giver. Who was it?
It was my brother-in-law, but I think Dana told him I needed one. So
very nice. Also, you have quite the light show reflecting off your door. Are you watching the game?
It's the game. Yeah, sorry. I can.
No. I had to laugh because I was like, I'm like, checking out my phone down below. But I like that you're going for it. You're like, no, I have no shame. I'm watching.
I'm gonna have to adjust the light too. This is actually a gift. You won't be able to see what it is. So you guys talk amongst yourself for how your Christmases went. While I adjust that.
Yeah, sounds good. Andrea, how's your
obviously good. Good to start off with. Good. There were many celebrations, so I am tired. Like, it was lovely. Santa came. The girls were very happy. Speaking of football, Everett got a Dolphins shirt, and she thinks it's the best. Because they're Dolphins, right? Like, she calls the Broncos the Rapidashes or the Fire Ponies, and she thinks they're great. So,
Sure, they're not. Senior lighting.
Yeah, I still, when I was away from the camera, I noticed I could see it, but with the depth of field, I'll move on to the frame again so you guys can try it.
Oh, yeah. What is it? I can almost read it. What does it say? Right? See you, Space Cowboy. Cool.
You're gonna have to put it closer, probably, so we can.
Yeah, I don't know what to do.
Oh yeah, and then it blurs out when you're in the frame. That's weird. I don't know.
Yeah, right.
I mean,
I love it though.
That's the thing, is a lot of people, they show off some really cool backgrounds.
Yeah.
But I have a really nice lens that creates this depth of field. So
sure.
I'm not sure. I might just put it where I want. I don't know if it just is distracting. That's as dim as it goes.
It's not distracting. It just looks like a bright, like a blurred light. It doesn't look like
Yeah, it was just kind of oddly shaped. Mm-hmm. So I was just like, what is it? What kind of light is it? But now I see it's a sign. Props to that gift giver also, who was
that was Ashley. Yep. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Nice. Good job, wifey.
Feels very in the style of Cowboy Bebop too, to be this sort of neon type of thing. So yeah.
For sure.
Well, I'm glad you guys had a good time. It's a fun little blizzard right now, so where we can hunker down and be warm and cozy as we discuss anime. I
had some relatives who were supposed to fly to Florida. I was supposed to bring them to the airport at 4 a.m. To go to Disney World for like a Christmas thing, and they cannot go. Flight's canceled.
So what do they do they get to just shift it, or is
it got automatically rebooked to Wednesday, but they were always supposed to be there till Friday, so I know that they were on the phone with Delta trying to figure out.
Yeah, that's crap. We rebooked till Wednesday. Like,
I don't know what they're gonna do.
On.
They'll have to. Christian Watson, Christian McCaffrey better not score a touchdown here.
He better score a touchdown.
You know how many? I'm sure you do know, but guess how many plays DeAndre Swift has? One run. One run. What the heck?
Yeah. I did see that. Great. Yeah. Sorry, dude.
All hope is not lost, but it's not looking good.
So on your are you on your new camera's microphone though?
No.
I don't know. I don't think so. Is that better?
I don't know. It doesn't.
Brock Purdy. I swear to God, that's the second time he sniped McCaffrey.
That's loud.
That's great.
That's loud.
Oh, it is going through my crap. Okay. Well,
because I'm like you're looking clearer, and then the audio's not coming through as good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, let me.
No, I mean it's not bad per se. Do you know what I mean? Like it's not like you're cutting in and out, and it's not like fuzzy.
But it's a webcam,
but it's not as clear as it probably could be.
Well, I want to use my. Okay, I got to figure out how to because the webcam I got has a microphone in it, but I don't want to use it.
Right. Yeah, you should be able to change the source even in this here. And
oh yeah.
Well, you work on that for a sec.
Oh yeah.
John, did you get any other cool animated, anime related Christmas gifts or any other fun things you want to mention?
Yeah, I actually did get one other thing, and it's a T-shirt that has this really cool design from the Chainsaw Man movie on the back. So I'll probably sport that some show and show that off. And then I have a gift that I gave because I actually was reading or watching the Yakuza Bride show.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
She really wanted to see that through and looked up what the manga is. And there is only like a couple more volumes of the manga after where the show ends. So she read that. But the author is on some sort of hiatus. So if it gets finished, we don't know. So kind of knew about this. And so I looked up different manga and stories and stuff that would be similar kind of thing to that. And one looking through them that stood out was this manga called Firefly Wedding. And so this is a gift I gave. That's another sort of like messed up relationship sort of, romance is involved, but it's like.
So I'm not laughing at messed up relationships, but both Phil and I are like trying to peer through the screen to look at the art.
Yeah,
we just moved like in at the same time.
There we go.
Very lovely.
Yeah.
Okay. And on the back. Okay.
So their premise obviously is they're fireflies who got turned into humans.
I have no idea.
I'm kidding. I'm impressed.
I don't remember
violent fireflies, obviously.
Yeah, it seems to be.
But yeah, it's like, it's another one of those stories, I suppose, that the relationship is not one out of love, and then what does it develop into? Like maybe something, but yeah,
love or begrudging respect or friendship.
Yeah, right.
Something.
Okay. So this is you're good. It's a rated older teen or whatever. Shoujo beat, and there's several volumes of this. So Ashley's all the way through those now. Okay. I think 4 or 5 of them, and then there's now new ones that you can pre-order that are like 3 months apart each or something like that. So she's like, no, where are but there's promise of more. So
right. I mean, frustrating to wait, but at least there's something to wait for.
Yep. Yeah. So did you guys get any other anime related gifts or start any shows over break or something like that?
No. Did I get or give any anime related gifts? No.
Am I sounding giving better, by the way? Some. Yeah, you are.
Okay. Is this am I coming through?
Yeah,
very sensual way. Okay.
Well, if you spoke that close to it, that would sound great.
Oh, okay. So I'll just I just need to be right more on my camera, my microphone.
Christmas for next year, you just need an arm.
That really is what I need is an arm. Yeah. I got no anime stuff, or I didn't give or receive any anime related stuff. What'd you say, Andrea? You did?
I was gonna say I have like anime adjacent things that I've yet to give. I did start Yakuza Fiance at
nice.
Ashley's recommendation. I've only watched the first one. It is a wild introduction, so it's definitely, I think, one of those shows where I have to watch like another, 2 or 3 to get the feel of it and see if I really like it. But I'm intrigued.
Yeah.
I see potential for some interesting things to happen.
That's good.
I think there's a thing where she watched it assuming it was more of a typical romance kind of thing, and then was actually really happy when it wasn't.
Yeah.
And is like, oh, hey, okay, this is something different. It's more adult, and got really into it.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. It definitely, it took several turns throughout the first episode, and I think I like it. I also could see if it doesn't like settle into kind of picking a lane a little bit, that I could get a little whiplash. So I like that it's not, like she did, it's not like just like a typical kind of cutesy romance thing. But if it goes too nuts and like I said, takes too many left turns, I think I could get put off by that. So
sure.
But yeah, intrigued to watch a couple more at least.
Sure. All right, very nice. Can you reveal the anime related gifts you're giving, or is it?
I cannot. No.
Okay.
Because both of you have yet to receive them. So.
Oh.
Okay. Wow. Okay. It's.
And I said anime adjacent. So.
Okay. Yeah. She's just worried about the reprisal. It's like, this is solo leveling. It is not anime or whatever.
It's Castlevania.
Right.
John's like, it's animated.
Yeah.
The only interesting anime thing over Christmas break or holiday break is the Dana and the girls, them being on break, she restarted campfire cooking with them, and they love it, and they are already into like the first couple episodes of the second season, so they binged through like a whole season in like 2 days.
Nice.
So, nice.
We were realizing it's like pretty, like, I mean, there's some like a little bit of monster fighting, but really,
no,
it's pretty tame.
Fel and Sui take care of that stuff pretty quickly.
Yeah, and it's not like super graphic. So, and they love it. They think it's funny. They love Sui, obviously. So,
good. Speaking of that, though, I was actually rewatching some Frieren while the girls were napping, and then Everett woke up and started watching some with me, and it was a tamer episode, more of a like daily life kind of episode.
Yeah.
And she loved it. She thought it was really cool.
Oh yeah.
So I was just like, okay, I mean, we could like cherry pick some pieces from Frieren, like not all of it.
No, there's some scary
there's some fights that are not meant for exactly.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that was really fun. So she was watching that, and then Cora woke up and watched it, for a little bit as well. And I was just like, oh, that was fun. Mm-hmm. Everett was like, Mom, I'm not even scared. I just won't be scared. And I was like, okay. So that was really fun. And then I also watched the live action version of a webtoon that I used to read, True Beauty, that got wrapped up, and then it got turned into, I think, an anime on Crunchyroll, and then it now also got a live action on Netflix. So I watched a couple episodes of the live action. It definitely veers wildly. The basic premise is there, but like so much of it is different that it's almost a different story.
Yeah. Well,
okay.
So
interesting.
Yeah, it's good-ish. Yeah, like the live action is good-ish. I haven't watched the anime, but
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah. Very good.
I've been watching. I'm sorry. I was just gonna say I've primarily been watching Stranger Things. So
yeah, I was gonna say that was literally what I was gonna say. Like I feel very accomplished for having watched all of Stranger Things.
I haven't finished it yet, but I'm getting there. Okay. I'm gonna finish it. I have like an episode and a half left.
Okay, yeah. Chris and I we powered through. We stayed up till like 1 a.m. one night, and we just watched all of it.
Yeah,
it's God, that's a commitment.
It's getting pretty just like it's getting pretty just like complex and meta and wild.
They did take this last episode will like move this story forward in a like, okay, now we have a direction for the finale. Because I thought, I think you're in the place where I was like, I don't know how they're going to just like tie all this together. These storylines are very open, but they're going to tie it into not probably everything's going to be a satisfying ending, but at least you'll have like one direction to focus in.
That's good. Okay, cool. But
Plus, I think the last episode's like 2 hours, so it's going to be a movie.
Yes, I heard that too. Yes, it's like a movie. Yeah. And then I've been watching a little bit. I did start the Record of Ragnarok, the new season, which is
nice. I haven't gotten to that.
It's been good, but I've just been kind of watching that when I have a little bit of time here and there. But I'm only like 2 or 3 episodes in, so of the new season.
Sure.
Good though. Yeah.
Nice.
I think it's a little better every time, every season.
The one other thing I did that was related here is I picked up another manga. I'll zoom in again.
That's cool.
It's called Tower Dungeon. Yeah. So this author created probably one of my favorite pieces of fiction ever, called Blam. And
I remember that.
Yeah, and I'll show some of the inside as well. So I believe the creator was an architect, like by trade or as schooling or something like that,
Sure.
And so he really had amazing buildings and stuff, cityscapes and whatever in Blam. And I love I've talked about before, I love the perspective, the things that are up at the same scale and whatever. And that manga really opened my imagination. He's had a number of different ones since that have been one series in particular that was started promising, and then it felt like it got rushed and the art got weaker and it just didn't wrap up well, and it was pretty disappointing. So but when I heard this was coming, in Japan, I kind of been waiting, and now there's a couple volumes out. So I finished volume 1. I have started volume 2.
Cool.
And I own volume 3.
Nice.
Okay.
And I think volume 4 is available for pre-order that I have not done yet. I'll just read these and see how I like them. But volume 1 was good. It's kind of a simple premise of this necromancer kidnaps the princess and carries her off to this like floating tower. And the whole kingdom's up in arms and sends a team of people to go and rescue her. But this tower is massive and it's guarded by all kinds of creatures and different stuff.
It's a massive dungeon.
Yes. And so they go in and they're getting decimated and wiped out and all those sort of thing. Well, I guess, I won't say any more, I guess, because then it gets into spoilers and stuff. But you have our main character that the different towns are kind of conscripted to send new blood to the front lines, basically, sort of thing. And he volunteers to do this. Others get sent as well. And so that's where it starts. And the art is not as detailed and fabulous as Blam. But it still has a similar feel and vibe. And if it means that he can put out his work on a regular basis, I'm okay with that,
Sure. Yeah.
So he's always been good at like monster design, along with his, and just like things that are, I don't know, is something to think about. Like a lot of people didn't like Blam because it's very simple. Dialogue is very minimal. Like you can read it super fast if you don't care about the art. But like I can get lost in the art. I absolutely love it. So it's really about like world building. Often his works, it's less wordy. So
sure, cool.
But this just seems to strike a good balance. I'm very excited to continue.
Yeah, it looks really cool.
Yeah.
That reminded me, I don't know why, but it popped in my head. I'm also still watching One Punch Man, which is still subpar.
Right.
Well, I know why it reminded you then, because I was disappointed by his follow-up series.
Oh, sure, right.
To my favorite. So yeah, absolutely.
Still subpar. The finale's actually dropped today, so I'll watch that probably tonight as well and finish Stranger Things. But on the other hand, it just came out, I think today or yesterday, that the season 3 part 2 core is already proved to come out in 2027. So not only is the animation and pacing and episode formulation subpar, but they also can't put the seasons out very quickly. So awesome. It's all good stuff.
Awesome.
Yeah.
AC staff.
It's too bad. I mean, I'm sure, I don't know what went on behind the scenes with that, but
I don't know.
It's one of those things where I would rather a season 1 that's fantastic. If it ends open-ended and not how you'd want it to end, like, so be it. If it's not going to be drug through the dirt through the next seasons.
I mean, I still watch it. I like it enough to, like, it's not unwatchable, but
right.
It could be done so much better.
Sorry.
But it was something that you love. Like, that's a hard one then. Yeah. Like, there's plenty of things, you could put on to just watch it sort of because it's enjoyable enough.
Yeah.
But if it's...
it's fine.
Okay. Well, let's talk about something that is hopefully more than just, let's kind of keep it on the background. We'll see.
Right.
We're going to talk episodes 7, 8, and 9 of Tojima Wants to Be a Kamen Rider. Just before that, I want to remind everybody to like, share, and subscribe in all the places. This is maybe our second week, maybe it's the third, that we're live now streaming on YouTube on our actual Ohio Anime YouTube channel. So if you want to catch the live streams for Ohio Anime, they're now on that channel, so you have to subscribe there. Otherwise, if you're on Twitch or X, it's all under Podcast on the Rocks, and this will go to podcast directories as well, like Spotify, and that's all under Podcast on the Rocks as well. So there it is. Here it is for Tojima. Let's put up images. So, Phil, I assume that you've watched further than we're discussing already.
I was actually just checking that. If I look distracted,
it's actually not available in English much further. Yeah, it's only available to 10.
I've seen 10.
Okay,
but that's surprising because usually on Saturdays they put out a dubbed version.
Okay.
I was checking that because I was just curious, like how far you could be. More,
I thought it was 2 more, but only one. Huh?
Yeah,
I haven't 10. Watched 11. Yeah, I didn't. Yeah, it's still subtitled in English. Bummer. Yes, I've seen 10. So
okay,
a little bit further.
Yeah, I could have kept going. I had the time.
Sure.
I had the will.
That's right.
I just wanted to keep the 3s going here, sets of 3. So that's what we'll be going through today is through episode 9. Andrew,
I feel like no matter, like, if we ended on 9 or 10, you'd be ending in the middle of something because we have this tournament style, individual battles that are happening. So it's like either one you could pick and choose.
Okay, so you brought it up. What do you think of the tournament?
I think it's really fun, but it's weird.
Yes.
Like the whole premise is weird. Like, we got to find out who's this. Like, why do you have to find out who's the strongest? Why can't you just be like a crime fighting team?
Right.
Why can't you just be friends in a crime fighting team and fight Shocker? And you have to find out who's the strongest, and you do it by beating the crap out of each other.
Well,
strange.
So I also just like the setup to this tournament. I was like, that's the same thought. I was like, that's really dumb. That seems like you're just going to injure each other before fighting Shocker.
Correct.
And that seems really stupid. Yep. And then we got to the brother battle, and I was really annoyed for like 3/4 of it until the older brother was like, show me your rider. And I was like, oh, he's actually making him commit and do it and not just like, so that felt a little worth it. And then I was like, we could have just stopped there though. And I'd be cool with not everybody else fighting.
Yeah.
I said, I did think that was important because it did seem to like level him up. Mm-hmm. So I was like, great. I love it. Also, I just love the little brother Mitsuba finally getting to beat up his older brother. And like, I am super strong.
Right.
Felt very satisfying. But yeah, other than that, I'm kind of done with the tournament now.
I was just going to say, a lot of it seems to be like really the older brother seems to be really the driving force behind the tournament here. And they're all a little quirky, shall we say? Yeah. Because of their backgrounds and their love for Kamen Rider. But he is especially quirky in a very strange and kind of off-putting way.
Yes, he's got to walk some fine lines because he could get annoying very fast. Yes.
He like bikes everywhere, away from way up in the mountains. He's like one of those people who's like, you don't even understand the wavelength I'm on, man. Like I'm like I like see the world in a way you can't even fathom. So don't even like. It's just like that whole vibe is really can be very annoying. And he kind of like Andrew, you made a great point. He kind of walks that line. Where it's just like, but I mean, this show is pretty wacky at times, so it kind of works. But it's like very strange.
It works when he like serves it up for other people. Like when he shows off his bike and he's like, "I've got the headlights," and then Tojima's like, "Cool," and she's like, "Is it? Is it though?" Like that was really funny.
That was good.
That was great.
Yep. Those moments, like that is the use for that. But you can't hit that too often because it's going to get really annoying.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, I took it as like, it's because the show plays with this. They're super nerds and and it's so silly. And this is exactly a thing some super nerds would want to do. It's the kids you see that go viral because they were doing some sort of lightsaber fighting in the backyard. That's really awful. It's
like LARPing, but they're really
yes. But then exactly. And they're in a serious situation. So it's that weird juxtaposition of those two different ideas. That it's like, this doesn't make any sense in the serious setting, but for these type of people, this is totally what they want to do. Like, who's the coolest, who's the most powerful, who's whatever,
Yeah.
So I don't know what to think of it, but it's because it has so much humor, and I guess I let it go. Except you brought up. Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say, I agree with you. I mean, the humor helps. And certainly like the first fight, the episode where the fight between Tojima and Yukarisu.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yep. You got it. Yukarisu. Yeah.
Well, I mean, it was like quite funny.
I was glad it was over soon.
It was especially like wacky. Mm-hmm. Well, that episode was especially wacky, which I think that was when I texted you guys and was like, this is like just off. It's just like getting more and more unhinged as the show goes on. I'm pretty sure it was that episode. I forget the exact details, but it's just wacky.
Yeah, I mean, it was such like a tone switch because before that we'd been getting like some shocker stuff, and it was getting serious with like Nakao and like the whole Yakuza battle that we had going on, and then we switched into Shocker. Shocker was like hunting people down because they broke free from the mindset, and I was like, holy, and all of that was really intense. And then suddenly we got this like ridiculous like tournament battle,
Yeah.
Yukarisu was like, cool, me and Mitsuba get to make out a bunch and the power of love. And I will conquer, then comfort you. And everybody was like, oh, like, love stuff. She was
like, I don't care about it. I just want to fight Mitsuba.
Yes. So it was it was a heavy, like, first half to second half goofiness.
Yep.
I think that was a little tough to make that transition, honestly.
Sure. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that bat Shocker monster is no joke. That dude is bad news. He's the one that killed their grandparents, I'm pretty sure, too.
I think so. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So
it was I mean, it was a cool like, obviously plot point for us to learn.
Yes.
For sure.
But yeah.
Although
like I said,
overall that episode was one of my least favorites. Just
with the use of battles, and it just seemed the most disconnected from the rest of it. And I get that it's all about this gangster sort of origin story and how he got into Shocker, and I'm sure he'll continue to be like an important villain, along with the Shocker monsters and this other lady who was feeding off the bat monster, and I'm assuming it will probably become a Shocker monster too.
Right.
Yep.
So it's cool. But the episode just didn't really, and then his backstory with his dad. I mean, I get that those are necessary, but they're just never my favorite episodes usually. But that's right.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, I liked learning a lot about like Shocker and them being like, oh, we're in trouble. Like our people are breaking the mine hold. And obviously I think it answered a question for us about Yukarisu. Like, why would she, is she really turning against Shocker? She does because the power of love can like break you out of it.
Right.
So that's important to know. But yeah, like I said, the tone shift was like first half, second half, and they didn't vibe. I didn't like make that transition. So that was a rough episode, I think.
Yeah.
Important, but just not, I don't know, not well.
Yeah.
The pacing or the flow or something didn't jive for me.
I guess, I was not enthralled with the episode because it was moving us back a bit. But at the same time, I really did appreciate the backstory of this guy.
For Knockout,
we got here on the screen. Yeah, it's it was a nice story, and seeing his, and then how it comes. I mean, crazy coincidence or whatever, but it comes full circle that he then sees his dad. And it's.
All right.
I thought that was it was good. It's giving depth to different Shocker people, and then in the same episode you have people that they're breaking free of the spell, the control, the mind control, and the fact that Shocker is not aware of how this could be. They're just discovering this now, and then that they did because the one guy was confident, I guess, that he could reveal this and then defeat his opponent.
He was doing it to it, and then
I know.
I took a note of that. Come in and save him.
Yeah. I said that was, I was sad that was the case. I thought that would be an interesting flip, where because he's immediately on the phone. He's on the phone with his kid.
I know.
When he's attacked. They do these different little things. Like the one is going to propose, and then he's hanging by his head through the ceiling, and she's left waiting. And then and then this guy, he has a family here and stuff. They make that clear. So I thought, maybe it'd be cool here to have a reversal, because we might be thinking, we might be thinking that this woman is going to stick around. At least I did, and it's like, they could surprise me. So that's why I did like the episode in the end, because there was a lot of emotional elements there. Again, shock for all the goofiness. Shocker's not effing around.
True.
And the guy's silly soup, but the monsters are scary and they're gonna kill you regardless. So, I ended up enjoying it for the emotional elements and depth that it brought, which we then in the preceding episodes kind of get rid of mostly for silly smooches and whatever, Very suction cuppy, like those. I say there's a lot of suction on those kisses from Yurisu or whatever. It's
that is true.
There's a very specific art style that this has. Like I think that every time somebody gets those like perfectly oval red cheeks, or like when they cry with like their full face, and they just like the way the snot is designed. Like, I don't know. They just have a very specific look that I like, that it's unique.
Oh yeah, I like it.
So I actually mixing up two episodes, it looks like. So the woman Shocker tracking down people is in the next episode.
Oh,
I thought they're both in the same one. That is in its own episode. They're going through, and she's
okay.
So did you guys have more of an issue with that episode then too? Because then it's the episode starts with her tracking everyone down, and then it's training. They
that's what I didn't like. That's what I didn't like. It was like very divided. It was like half and half, and I just didn't.
Okay.
I didn't like that transition in like one episode. I just.
Oh right. That was okay. It wasn't my favorite. I'm trying to look back through here.
Sure.
Okay. So yeah, I get that, I guess. Yeah, because this is all serious, and then it's like, oh, why do we have to do the tournament? Because the tournament seems silly. I do want them. I mean, hopefully this doesn't go on too long, because I do just want them to be a good team together. Yeah, I want to see the teamwork develop. I don't want to see the egos like I need to be the one to land the kick. I'm going to punch you out of the way in order to land the blow. Right. Like I don't want that to go on for long.
Again, funny one time when they're all lining up to do it, and then like I don't want it to be a thing.
Right. Agreed.
Because of how serious Shocker is, you know.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
It's like they're not serious enough about it.
Right.
It's like they're kind of playing. I mean, it's like they say. I mean, they verbalize seriousness, but their actions are kind of goofy, and it's just like, no, but this is really serious, actually.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, but that.
Do they need? Do any of these people have any sort of connections that they can lose, or something serious that can happen to them to make them, you know, to up the seriousness for them, to really send it home? Like, oh, I'm not just living my dream here.
Sure.
This is like,
well, I think,
or does the show not take that
kind
turn?
Of loners. So,
well, except for like we have a pair of brothers, and one of them's now married. So,
yeah, but this doesn't mean everybody's here, right? Everybody's like,
or they have their sister.
Oh yeah, the sister maybe. Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know if they have other stuff going on in their lives. I mean, Tojima really doesn't seem to, because he even talks about it in his own training. I love that the bear came back. That was very funny. That was very funny. But he's talking about, you know, I've had like 40 years of nothing and mediocrity, and my life is so bland, and like, so he's really setting it up that like I don't think he has anything.
Yeah.
You know, at stake other than what's already in the show that we know about.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. I thought it was interesting that just other facts we've learned and stuff here is like, so person can basically be killed, maybe / is killed, and then is turned into Shocker.
To become Shocker, yeah.
There's no sort of introduction course. You know, there's no like, here's your pamphlet of, you know, this is our, you know, modus operandi here, whatever.
Right.
It's just like,
just do it.
Have at it, you know, because I'm like, wow, he's really revealing himself to the world here.
Mm-hmm.
That, you know, because Shockers, nobody thought they were real, and all of a sudden now, you know. So is there a reason that they're coming out of the shadows, maybe, and that's part of the thing? Like it's time for the big reveal. So that's a question. Yeah. And then how people's mind control leaves, but because they have been turned into Shocker, which whatever that is exactly. They get to keep their powers. It's not like something that's revoked automatically or something.
Right, because like everybody who said that they broke free was like, they turned. They were like, yee! And then they did, you know, the whole Shocker thing. Yeah. So interesting, yeah. I also wonder if like maybe Shocker's going to come after Nakao because he was so public about all of his stuff. They were like, okay, well, we didn't give you a training manual, but still, like, keep it on the DL, buddy. Because they were so concerned, you know, when they thought people were taking pictures or going to call the police or whatever in that other fight. Yeah. So it feels like maybe they would, like, show up at, you know, whatever is his house and be like, no.
Yeah, true.
I want to call out this poor punching form. Clearly she needs to stick to the
throws.
The judo. Yeah, because she's like just all the weight on the front foot. It just stays there as she throws 1-2s. So that's what we get there. But a little bit of training. I did feel bad for the bear. He's like, mercy, I lay down, you know, this is the universal sign.
It took me a minute to realize that was the bear, because I thought for a second it was Tojima, and then suddenly I was like, oh, the bear. Oh, that was funny. Yeah. Also, the bear was like 40 times his height at one point. Did you guys see that when he like rears up on his hind legs? He's like so much taller than Tojima.
Incredible bear.
That was really funny.
Yep.
This is stuff I love about anime, where that would be so ridiculous if you did it in a live action, and then in an anime, you're like, God, that's funny.
Yeah, agreed.
Yep. So there was a few good quotes. Your horny ass could use a good beating. That's good.
I did like how they were, Mitsuba and Yukarisu were just talking right over his brother as he's like trying to get to the tournament. And they're just like, oh, we could like love each other.
Yeah.
Oh, like come back to me. That's funny.
Yeah. There's one point where Yukarisu was like talking about the school teacher, and she's like calls her like a bookworm.
Yeah,
like, I don't know. It's just they have some pretty funny one-liners in there.
Yeah.
Yep. So. There was it was like, why do they have to say their names? They say their name because that's who they are.
Yeah.
That's
true. It's part of like embodying like, your writer.
Right.
Yes.
I imagine if we'd seen the show, we'd be like, oh, this is like they're making, it's like a, what do you call it when there's like it's like an homage to
right,
the original. It's like, this is how it was. The original was like kind of quirky and goofy and like,
right,
so
yeah, I did like that we got a little piece of Rider Man from the show. Like we actually watched like a little mini scene from the show. That was kind of fun.
Yeah.
It wasn't too long. It wasn't too much. We didn't go crazy, but it was like, okay, this is why this is really meaningful, and he's going to really draw on that to become Rider Man. So that was fun.
Yep.
Yeah, they do a good job of like taking their little moments to like, not everybody's as obsessed of a super fan, so they can explain it a little bit.
Yeah.
Like, why are they walking around like that or whatever,
right.
And
Right.
Yeah.
This animation team loves drawing like liquid. Sweat, snot, spit, tears.
Like ripples,
tears
face
really
ripples,
They're just like, you know what we're good at? Drawing like water. Let's make sure we put a lot of it in there.
Yeah. Blood. Yeah.
Blood. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Blood seems to work the same as snot. It comes like exactly out of like both nostrils around the mouth.
Yep. It's pretty funny.
Yep. I did think he could maybe have just like, he's just, so that's going to be my thing with Tojima, is his training does not need to be strength training against a bear and knuckle punching the tree.
Right.
He needs to be doing the strategy and technique and stuff. So it's like, could you not full on punch the woman in the face here in the friendly tournament?
Right.
Like,
right.
Maybe we could just go for the gut and
you don't have to use your bear strength on that punch.
Yes, exactly.
It's like he can't reel it in. It's like he only can punch at one.
Yes.
It's like a diving everything I've got. So I want him to be, I don't know how long that's okay before it's like, no, I need to learn skill here too.
Right. Yeah.
And I hope they do that.
Right. Can't just be brute strength. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I have to say, so we talked earlier and I knew I wanted to get back to it. About the younger brother finally beating the older brother.
Yeah.
Which is great. Yeah. But I have to say, and I'm sorry to anyone that gets bothered by it, I have to show you the martial art discipline by the master himself, of which he is using here to defeat his older brother.
Okay.
So take a look at this.
Totally listening.
Take a look at this stuff here.
Touchdown, DeAndre
This is
Swift.
the one and only Steven Seagal, Aikido master. And you can see how everyone's just going to attack him. And, with no effort.
That's Steven Seagal?
That's Steven Seagal.
Is he really an Aikido master?
Yes, to my understanding. But no, I mean,
The idea is you just like know how to exactly pull people off balance.
Yeah, like I'm not going to speak for the martial art, but let me just say it does not have a particularly great reputation.
It doesn't look like they're trying all that hard.
Yeah.
Right. And people will say stuff like there's look, in Taekwondo we did stuff that was demo purposes. And so, the person would know what you're doing and what they're doing, and the whole thing was to demonstrate a technique.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
But people get in their heads a little bit like, yeah, because the whole idea of Aikido is like using someone's force against them. It'd be the thing of like, yeah, just like we see in this show here, someone's punching, and with a little bit of movement and redirection, you can like flip them over or send them flying past you or whatever.
Sure.
So, not saying there's no application here,
right.
But this martial art to me is definitely left best into an anime like this.
Sure.
Because it looks really cool like that.
Yeah.
So, but as soon as he's like, oh yeah, he's really taking his Aikido, up a level.
Oh right.
And
right,
I immediately thought of Steven Seagal. I'm like, well, could we just had a fake martial art that was invented to just make me not think of it? But yeah.
I hear you.
So, but what other thoughts we got on these few episodes? Little bro is really in shape, and
yes,
had the teacher sweating, had Tackle sweating.
Yep. I was thinking that for all the oh man, what a glamour shot.
Yeah.
For all the ridiculousness of the tournament, it would be fun now that Mitsuba did beat his brother if Tackle defeats Tojima, and it was just like it ended, because I feel like we all kind of assumed it would be Tojima and Ichiro, I think is the older brother, after their face off where they were like, we have to find out who's the strongest, and we're going to do it. I feel like we all kind of, I went into the tournament assuming that they would end up in the finals. We could see that. And so it'd be fun if Tackle ends up defeating Tojima, and it was like, oh, that's totally different than I expected, people to be in the strongest battle. So.
Yeah. Well, I think what they're going to do, and what they've maybe already done a little bit now, and what good writers do for nerd stuff like this, is they always leave a little like, well, this person won because of this situation, or because of this, so like with the little brother and big brother here, it'd be like, okay, the big brother was surprised that his little brother had learned all these new techniques, and really his goal was to make his little brother, like you say, find his true Kamen Rider, find his real, really represent that, and that's his biggest priority, versus like beating his little brother. And so you can rationalize that sort of thought. And so someone can, so if your favorite character is the older brother, you can be like, well, really, he could have won if it was really meaning to like kill him.
Sure.
But he wasn't trying to kill him. He was trying to bring out his inner Kamen Rider.
Sure.
And so you could do something else like that too. Like, well, okay, so we'll see Tojima is the strongest, and that'll be made evident, but Tackle's more clever. Or he, like in a one-on-one situation, the two of them, like 8 out of 10, he can't get the good hits on her or something like that. Right. So they can showcase each other's strengths,
and
like
learn
that.
from them. Yeah.
Yeah. Right. So I think whatever the result is, whoever wins for sure, I think if they know what they're doing, they'll have something like that.
Sure.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Well, and eventually I think Tojima will, and Ichiro V3 will face off. It's just like, I definitely just like went into the tournament thinking like this was the vehicle for that battle, and I'm liking that it's not.
Agreed. Yep.
Yeah. But no, yeah, that's good. Yeah. I had forgotten that the episode 9 had the I think that was the fight where they had 2 fights in that one. They had the Tojima and Yukarisu, and then the brothers, right? Yeah, I mean, obviously the first fight was over pretty quick, but the brothers fight was great. I remember I was just watching some of the kind of fast forwarding through some of the scenes, but yeah, that was a great episode.
I do think it was well done. Yeah. It's a little random, I guess. But what do we think of everybody's costumes? Because, like, younger brother here has the, kind of like a kimono gi sort of thing on with a mask.
Yep. Yeah.
And then, Tackle is the most realistic.
She's the most like authentic. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. It's like, here's the original Tackle, but like, I'm going to pop
little
my
different
boobs out a lot more. Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
And then
right.
Tojima is very like, here's just a cheap mask from a festival.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And then the older brother looks cool, but he has no mask, and
there's nothing. Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's this idea that like, oh, I can see it. It's like,
yes.
Yeah. It's like,
can you?
Right. It's like, it's just like, is that real, or is that just like, as a super
I think it's
fan,
just they make them believe. Like they can tell they believe. Yeah, they can.
Right.
Yeah.
Make believe, or is it really like they go into like some sort of superhero mode? I mean, I don't think
so, but
you don't think so?
I don't think so, but maybe it could get there. I don't know.
They do these like pretty superhuman things, so I don't know, but
yeah,
right. I do feel like there's I will be happy if they do this. I do feel like there's a power that they're tapping into, each of them, as they like really embrace being a Kamen Rider.
Right.
Like maybe they'll discover that something of the past Kamen Rider stuff was real as well, or whatever, and the show was based on those things, and so there is a power there. Because I when they see the shimmeriness and all that sort of thing, I like that. But as far as like the suit actually manifesting, I don't think that's yet anyways.
Yeah.
I like the younger brother's Rider-Man. I think they've done some like funny stuff with that, like when he and Yukarisu are kissing, and he's like, "Oh, why does he have to have his face uncovered?" And like the bottom half of his face. And stuff. I thought that was so stupid. And he's like, "No, it's my weakness." Like that was kind of funny to play with that, like that idea of him wearing that mask and stuff like that. But they've kind of left talking about each other's costumes, for a while there. Obviously, the teacher, Miss Okada, was really down on Tojima. She was like, "Oh, you're so lame for just your mask."
Yeah.
But like, I feel like they now all like see when he puts it on, he just like feels it. So it becomes like a symbol, and it becomes the whole thing.
Yeah.
But I feel like they should get back to that at some point. Like, are we going to do something about upgrading our uniforms here?
Right. Yeah.
I feel like there should have been a hint drop somewhere, like someone they know is like, not necessarily a tailor, but they're a hobby, like they love making these different suits for someone, or maybe they hate their job and they are a tailor and it's so boring, and someone that in their life that could like, hey, feasibly, can you make us these suits?
Yeah.
Yes.
That'd be cool. Yeah. I'm curious how that kind of plays out.
Yeah.
Because we're getting to the end of the season, right? We decided that there's 13 episodes, going to be 13, and then...
I think so,
we didn't decide it, but...
Sorry?
So we didn't decide it. Someone decided before us.
Right. We decided, like, 13 was going to be the season, right? You know what I mean?
Well,
like,
I thought we looked it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I suppose. So, I don't know.
Yeah, we'll have to do either 2 and 2 or straight shot to 4.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
That's going to be, if it's available in English, then I think we might as well just wrap it all up in one.
Yeah, right.
But okay, well, overall, we're happy with these episodes. We talked about a little bit of like disjointedness in the middle episode here between serious and then transitioning to goofy, that kind of thing. But
they weren't the strongest, but they were still good. Like I was still excited to watch the next episode and see what was going on. But yeah, it wasn't like the strongest episodes.
It actually looks like there's going to be 24 episodes split across 2 consecutive quarters. Did you guys already say this? Oh,
sorry.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, there's some.
That's funny.
Yeah. With the first half airing in late 2025 and the second starting in January 2026. So, really, it looks like they're going to do a 24 all in one shot, pretty much.
Good Lord. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
So
why even call that a split?
Right. This is not.
Yeah.
It's not.
Interesting. Okay. Well, what we're going to have to do, I think, is maybe we will have to split it. Maybe we'll have to move down to 2 episodes or something like that, because we're going to have other shows we're going to have to talk about.
True.
So I think going forward, we'll have to do skip over talking about new stuff we're watching and whatever, and be like, okay, first half of the episode, we're talking about these episodes from this show, and then second, some other show, because with Jujutsu Kaisen and Free Ren and whatever, we'll have to decide what we want to cover every other week, and what we want to cover as like a season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Yep.
I think probably
episodes.
Yeah. So I mean,
sounds cool.
The way I see it, and we'll look at whatever is coming out, we could do a thing where it's, and maybe if we get on some of them that are weekly, week to week, we can cover like 3 shows in an episode.
Why not?
Because it's only, I don't know. We'll have to figure something out, because it's going to be a lot. So
yeah, well, and I mean, I feel like sometimes, like it reveals itself to us that it's like, yeah, this is something we care about weekly. Sometimes it is like, oh, I was really interested, but this is kind of faded to like I could cover this season, or I actually, we all agree, we're like, that show I'm not like interested anymore. So
yeah.
See, I think typically we could do it every other episode, but with the regular podcast in between, that puts it at like a podcast, that'd be covering, say, 2 shows every like month, basically. It all of a sudden gets long.
Yeah.
So we'll just have to see how that times out with episodes or whatever. But if anyone has any input, favorite shows they need us to cover, want to talk about, leave it in the comments and all that sort of thing. Let us know. We can take the feedback into consideration. Were you gonna say something, Andrea?
No, I'm just laughing at Phil. Clearly, like
it was use check, but it's hard to tell. They look similar on the field. So,
God,
it's gonna be a close one. I think it's gonna come down to the wire, Andrea.
It really is.
We're
playing each other.
For the championship. So for our big league.
Yep.
Okay.
Big money league.
Nice.
Big money.
Well, Andrea already won one, so.
Yep. That's all I have now. The Packers are pooping the bed.
Oh, I didn't. I was in the championship game this week as well, but I'm gonna take second.
Well, but didn't you win a fantasy league the other week?
Yeah, I won that game.
To
get into the championship. So I was playing.
I remember how it works, John. You used to play back in the day.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I suppose it'd be early for one to end, wouldn't it? That would make sense.
Yeah, no, unfortunately I had a wide receiver throw up a 0 because he got injured. So that was pretty brutal. Damning for my other game, but I'm still in this one.
Oh, you're more than in it. Okay.
All right.
We'll see.
Phil's here now in HD. That's excellent.
Yes.
So that's great.
Next time I won't have the flashing lights behind me. I apologize if that was distracting for our viewers.
It's a party atmosphere. I kind of like it.
Yeah. If you just I put in some sort of dancey beats in the background. Yeah.
Right, there you go.
Makes sense all of a sudden. So, but thank you everybody for joining us. We appreciate it. I know. I just learned what that was called the other day, a little while ago, and I forget now what it is.
Bump it.
But
I
recognize that move.
I love that you commit to a bit.
Well, commit to us, everyone, and like, share, subscribe. You know, hit the bell notification, all that sort of thing. We are called Popcast on the Rocks on podcast directories. You can find us there, Spotify, that sort of thing. And if you want anime-only content, Ohio Anime on YouTube. That's where you find just the anime stuff. Share it out, whatever, all that sort of thing. Guys, I'm glad you had a good holiday here, and good to see you again. And next time I see you, it will be 2026. So,
good buddy.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Mm-hmm. But thanks for being here, and we'll see you right next time.
See you in the new year.
See ya.